Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Peter Scobie and Jeff Thomas.
G'day everyone and welcome to ShipIt Live 2019. Jeff and I are the referees for today, just making sure everything is above board. I know there's been a lot of song and dance and Vegas and everything, but you know, rules are rules.
All right, serious. We've got 4 teams behind here. We've flown them in from the various Atlassian offices. We've given them 24 hours. They've been working on the expo hall floor. You may have actually seen them. Some of you have been there. You came and asked questions. You poked, you prodded, and you were interested in what they're working on. And now they're here to show you what they've been able to accomplish over the last 24 hours. So we're going to talk a little bit about what ShipIt is, for those of you that don't know. And ShipIt is our quarterly hackathon that we do at Atlassian. And we give Atlassians 24 hours every quarter, and we say, go and work on whatever the hell you want. We want you to innovate. We want you to try something different. We want you to try something new. And we want you to try, in some way, we hope that it adds value to Atlassian or to our customers. But we want you just to get in there and innovate. And sometimes that innovation is messy, and it can be fun, and it involves a very creative process. And so it's a great thing for us to do and get all Atlassians involved in something different.
That's right, but it hasn't always been like this, okay? Back in the day when Atlassian was much, much smaller, it's just a few people crowding around a few laptops, pizza and beer, and we actually called it FedEx Day, because you know, it's all about shipping.
Pete, we can't talk about FedEx Days.
No, if we can. It was FedEx Day. It was
well, there was a cease and desist. There were lawyers, papers, pens, things were signed. We just don't talk about it.
Oh, but it's fine. They're actually just downstairs. They're quite nice.
Yeah, I know, and they could probably hear us. And I don't want you to get fired. In fact, is there anybody out there that can help, that could do a better job explaining this?
I think I can.
What? Kyle Ewalt, Workplace Experience Manager from San Francisco office. Who's running the show back home?
I have a team. Hit it! I heard you say you had a good idea. You'd explore if you had more free time. Yet life is busy, deadlines have got you dizzy. There's a mountain left of work there to climb. Well, hey, you got the power in 24 hours with the thing that could change the game. So stop that stalling, hear those bragging rights calling. If you win, you're in the Hall of Fame. Just ship it, 'cause magic's happen even when your thoughts are half-baked. If you wanna ship it, the next sensation in process, the product is at stake. Go ahead and ship it. H-I-P-I-T. Ship it. H-I-P-I-T. Ship it. H-I-P-I-T. Ship it. H-I-P-I-T. Ship it. Think of the photo as you go pick up your trophy, looking proud and pumped and statuesque. Go grab some colleagues, make a ticket, make improvements, make another Jira service desk. 20 people, one screen, and 5 pizzas to a worldwide phenomenon. Was the future no telling, but oh, we know well this ain't no everyday hackathon. Oh, it's ShipIt, some code security, the ways to make performance fast. ShipIt, some new payment options to an office meditation class. Go ahead and ship it. H-I-P-I-T. Ship it, ship it. H-I-P-I-T. Go on and ship it. H-I-P-I-T. Yeah, ship it. Ship it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Ewalt and the ShipIts.
Got a package. Put that there. All right, how was that? Whoa, it's a hard act to follow. You know that was actually Kyle's ShipIt project, no joke. Writing that song was his ShipIt project a few weeks ago. Amazing, talented person who does actually have a day job. But that was pretty epic. Okay, right. first up, you've got to make them feel welcome. They're super excited to be here. They've been working really, really hard last 24 hours. And look, give it up for the Portals!
Hi everyone, we're here to represent Team Portals, and we're going to show you how we've made tables portable. So we use tables for many different things in Confluence today, and one of the common patterns we see is having a table at the top of the page for metadata. For example, you may have lots of project pages, and at the top you probably want to highlight the status, risks, and goals of the project. You may have seen this decisions blueprint or template provided, and it adds a table at the top to clearly help you outline the outcome of a decision. And there are many different types of table formats and metadata that you would put at the top for your specific needs. Our designers like to provide links to sketch files. But with all this page metadata everywhere, how do you aggregate a summary? What if I want to get a list of all the projects in my department? Well, it's kind of possible today if you know what a page properties macro is. And if you know what a page properties report macro is. It's a mouthful. But there are a few problems with this. First of all, it is really hard to discover. You really need to know what that thing is, and you need to remember to put it in every single page. You also need to have the exact same table format, otherwise your report won't work correctly. But if you manage to get your report working, and that list starts to grow, it's not really easy to sort and filter this table either. So James, isn't there a better way?
Of course there's a better way, Agnes. So we've built a technology that actually allows you to make it easy to turn an existing table into a template with a click of a button. So you simply name your table here into an OKR detail in your awesome project right here. And then next time, if someone else is starting a new page, they can actually just insert that table type again pretty quickly using the / command right there. Pretty nifty, yeah? All right. And so Agnes talked about summarizing all this data. Why can't you just insert a summary table that actually pulls in all this data live by referencing the other two tables? That'll be pretty awesome. And right now, we're only simplifying this for demo purposes, but in the background, you can actually pick and choose which table that you want to put in there.
Oh my God, that is so awesome.
So what we're actually doing in the background is really to take these little tables that are often repeated in different pages, and then linking them together into a giant table by cross-referencing each other. And that is why we're called the Portal teams, because it's portable tables. All right.
But James, is that all? That's just replacing the page properties macro. You can do that today.
Agnes, it's not replacing, it's called supercharging, okay? Because there is definitely more to this. Summary tables can get quite big, especially if you're tracking multiple different things, right? So you should be able to basically just sort it a descending or an ascending order, depending on what you like, because we got you sorted right there. Dead jokes. Okay. And to take this step further, you can actually just filter the table by actually looking for a specific data in there, or just type a single word, right? So in this case, I can easily go there and find out what are the at-risk projects, so I can actually just find out what I need right there.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I want.
Exactly what you want. But even more than that, the filters that we've got right there is pretty smart, because they can actually detect the type of data that you've got there. So in this case, you can play around with the type of numbers in there and choose a bit of a range to see what kind of OKR score you're trying to track, right? Which is pretty awesome. And what is more, you can also do conditional formatting. What? So you can, if you want to add more colors based on the value that is there, you can simply do that with a click of a menu and then put it as, like, I don't know, a green color, and then you press save, and it's all done.
So to recap, we've made tables portable by allowing you to easily create table templates, and you can easily share and reuse the same table again. We've also made it easy to add table summaries with the / command. And not only that, that means you also get, on all tables, table sorting, filtering, and conditional formatting.
And finally, because this is built on top of the platform editor, it doesn't only come to Confluence, but it could be in Jira and Bitbucket and all the other products out there. So if you want portable tables to come your way, vote for portals. All right.
All right. S-H-I, it's just so catchy. All right. Let's hear it for the Portals team one last time. Yeah, there we go. So, fun fact, I'm going to call out Agnes for a second. She has been with Atlassian for 13 years, and this is her very first summit. So make sure you come and ask her tons of questions at Bash tonight. And then did you all, so today, through their presentation, I just learned about the page information macro. Didn't know that was a thing, but I guess I don't need to know about it because they just fixed that problem. All right, so let's hear up next, we got the Daft Punks. Let's see what they can bring us. Come on down.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Luke.
I'm Lily.
And this is your Jira's report card.
By the Daft Punks.
We are data scientists, and as you have just seen, we are not the coolest people going around. But we're not the coolest people going around for other reasons, too. We don't usually get to work on sort of sexy front-end features like some of the other teams, I think.
Hey, I think we're actually super cool. We get to access terabytes of data that we can use to generate useful and actionable insights. We can piece together billions of user actions to create a meaningful story.
Okay, I guess. I still think we're a bit nerdy, but I guess we're useful nerds. You see, we spend our days kind of looking at screens that look like this.
Yeah, it doesn't look that interesting or informative, and in many ways it's not. We don't have the need or the ability to see what you write in your Jira tickets, what your project names are, who your users are. And while I do wish user 3C0264 all the best with the 17 issues they created last week, I'm just not going to pay that much attention to how they transition each of their issues along. But it will actually be really useful as we look at larger trends. We came to Summit to figure out what data would be most helpful for us to give back to you, or if you even wanted that at all.
And thank God you did.
Whew.
Very lucky. Greg here came to the booth the other day. Greg manages Jira for literally one of the largest banks in the world. And he said, sometimes we don't need granular details. When we report up, we go up a level, we want to group everything together and mostly show trends.
And Mary's the same. She runs a mid-sized consulting company and says, it'd be nice to have this all automated, nice to have this for our clients to provide as part of our quarterly reports.
And this is, Naveen came the other day, and Naveen's from Paychecks, and he told us that he has to supply every quarter a report to his VPs, but he has to do it by pulling in all the data into Excel and creating those sort of janky, hacky plots that he then gives to his executives. And we think that's just a bit shit. And of course, there's David number 2, or as he called it, Better David. He was really keen to make sure that whatever insights we gave came with a script that could be read and described by anyone with just a few seconds to spare in their working day. And this was our realization point. It hit us in the face. We needed to ship a high-quality, highly insightful report for those that only have 30 seconds to read a high-quality, highly insightful report.
So we sat down and worked through the night to pull in all the data that we could, chat to as many of you as we could, making some very important decisions while walking and talking, but most importantly, doing it all while listening to the best French Electro has to offer. So welcome to your Jira report card. Woo!
Okay, all right, well, settle down, settle down. It's actually pretty underwhelming, isn't it?
Well, that's because this is the email. One thing that we found when we were talking to everyone is that many people who will be reading this report probably don't have access to Jira, or they wouldn't know how to find a report inside of Jira. And so we decided to turn it into an email so it could be forwarded along really easily.
Yeah, so when you click through on that link, this is what you get. This is our beautiful automated report. We're going to go through this really quick because it's ShipIt, but right at the top are your classic metrics. How many issues your team has created, how many have closed, how many active users you've had over the past quarter. But stepping down a level from that, have they gone up? Have they gone down? Have they stayed the same? You came to the booth and you said that you wanted to see the trends over time. So we've given you that ability as well. Below each of these metrics is a plot, a fully interactive chart that you can change the details of.
Next up, we show you velocity, or how quickly your team is powering through work. You can see that Acme, this fictional company, takes about 10 days to transition issues in their workflow. The first plot on the top there shows the speed at which they close their issues. And this is really cool. So we made up a fake company that we modeled after maybe 100 user licensed here and use that data. And because we collect data across our license base, we can create an index, which is the yellow line on that chart. So we can compare your team with the rest of similar-sized companies on the market. Then there's visibility. Visibility tracks the awareness of your team with your Jira. So we have a sense of how many dashboard views there are, or the average number of watches per ticket. And so we have that both comparing to the market, but also comparing to yourself last quarter.
Yeah, and this one I'm really excited about. It's one that we're particularly proud of in our team because it was really a stretch goal for us, but we managed to crush it the other night. We wanted to look at collaboration, or how your teams work together. This is a spaghetti plot. And it's a spaghetti plot, but it's actually quite informative. Each of those dots that you see on the screen moving around represents a user in your Jira instance. And what we're doing is using a machine learning algorithm to work out who they collaborate with most. And so in this particular case, Acme, which is our fictional, we actually modeled Acme off a mid-size medtech company based in North America, one of our test data sets. You can see that everybody collaborates pretty well together. But when we look at a company that perhaps looks like this, we can see that there's some groups that perhaps collaborate with each other more than they do with anyone else. Now, this might be by design. This could be your legal team, it could be marketing, it could be a remote team. But for once, you have the insights to know that that's what's happening.
So this is what the Daft Punks have created. It's your Jira's report, whether you're on server or cloud, for those who have less than 30 seconds to read a report.
Delivered to your inbox every 90 days by Atlassian. So, data scientists, we may not be that cool, but the data we generate is pretty cool. So vote for us, the Daft Punks.
Great job. The Daft Punks, they certainly did their homework, didn't they? Will they be getting lucky with your vote, okay? We will have to find out. All right, one of my favorite parts of ShipIt Live is that the teams are able to engage with customers during the 24 hours. The next team, the R team, it was a bit tricky for them because they were actually working on a feature that hadn't yet been announced yet. So that made discussions a little interesting. But then the feature was announced, and they were able to have some more open discussions with our customers. Anyhow, without any further ado, give it up for the R team.
Hello, everyone. I'm Amy, and for ShipIt, we built some awesome functionality for roadmaps, and I think you're going to like it. So roadmaps is a good place to plan your work because it's visualized and shared throughout your teams and your organization. And that's all good and well, but there's more to planning and visibility than just what's in Jira. Switching between mini apps, team calendars, OKRs, and incident management tools to effectively plan your work with your teams can be cumbersome and also time-consuming. Wouldn't it be nice if this could all be in one place? Well, it's my pleasure to introduce extensions for roadmaps. We've brought all of these apps you need right to the roadmap. And I'm excited to show this demo for you guys, what we've built in the last 24 hours. All right, so extensions lives right above the roadmap on your timeline in context of your ongoing work. These three epics are all end because the milestone for this team is actually for Summit. Click on it, you get the detail panel, you get the summary, the owner, some comments, all right there in context on the roadmap. Let's go over to the apps menu and see the calendar for your team. Right here, you can see it in context. So this will be Easter, And we go over to the menu again, and we click on the OKRs. And so roadmaps is a high-level tool, and what better to do than to get even higher level? So at a product level, you can see it right on the roadmap. And what better than cats? Awesome. All right, so I want to get a show of hands for how many PMs and dev managers we have in the crowd. Nice. All right, so this gives you, your team, and your stakeholders visibility into the progress of your work and the important information for your business. I also want to get a show of hands for how many ecosystem partners we have. Nice, okay. So when you vote for us, you'll also be able to show apps on your roadmaps. And next up, I want to go through some of the specific parts of what we've built. So the apps menu. You can customize the extensions that are visually shown right on your roadmap. You can turn things on, turn things off. So in this example, the PM wants to show milestones and the team calendar before they show their product team. Cool. And then visualizing all the relevant apps right here in one place can help your team get shit done faster. There's less context switching and hunting through those sea of tabs we all love. And last, but certainly not least, is the side panel. So you show your OKRs and context and the key info right when you need it most. And here you can see your team is tracking against project-level OKRs. Install marketplace apps onto your roadmap, giving much-needed context and visibility you need to effectively plan and communicate your work. Thank you. Vote yellow.
All right, let's hear it for the R team and Amy. Congrats, guys. That was great. So, funny thing, did you see that roadmap gadget? They have the nice calendar integration. Oh, buddy, that's pretty sweet. I like that. And now we have a special treat for you. Direct from Poland, one night only, we've got the Krakens. Well done. Let's go, guys.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Gaurav.
I'm Mateusz.
And we are representing the team Krakens here. This is the day that all of us from Crowd were waiting from quite a while, to stand in front of you and deliver something that will make your life easier. Every once in a while, there comes a revolutionary thing that changes the way of our lives. We believe that we are on this path doing the same for our Atlassian administrators. By the way, are there any Atlassian administrators in the crowd? The cool guys? We are doing this for you guys. We have been fortunate enough to have you, our customers, and assist you while you grow. Many of you have grown to such a large extent that you manage a really large number of users. Those users consume licenses in products like Jira, Bitbucket, and Confluence, and many other.
So as you are growing, some people leave and some people join your journey. Some change their departments or roles, or just don't use some of the tools anymore. In this complex world, we haven't done a great job so far to let you know who really is using your products and who's just an inactive user whose license could be freed up.
For many of you, lack of this information is a problem to migrate to data center or cloud, as you have to know which user tier you really need. There are hacky ways and workarounds right now. I don't know, many of your Atlassian administrators are aware of these SQL scripts you can find on community to find active users in Jira and Confluence. These are quite a bit complicated.
They're time-consuming, require significant effort, and in some cases might not just be accurate. This is not what we want to offer you at Atlassian. This is, don't the F word the customer. This is one of our core company values. We take it very seriously, and that's why in this spirit we have decided to take the first step. We believe that you should be paying for what you really need and what you actually use.
This is why today we introduce a new way to gain full visibility on who is using your products to help you cut to size your license usage. This solution is available through Crowd, which is a centralized place to manage your Atlassian users and also provides SAML-based single sign-on. Our solution is easy to use, requires minimal effort, and is always accurate.
We want to give you one place which will be source of truth across all Atlassian self-hosted products, both server and data center. From now on, Crowd will help you cross-product administration needs. And enough of talks. It's the show time, it's demo time, and let's see what we have been able to cook in the last 24 hours. For sake of this demonstration, we are using Bitbucket, but this should work for Jira and Confluence as well.
So you go over to Bitbucket, you go over to this new fancy licensing tab, and then you see all those users who are inactive in the product and still consume licenses. You can view all of them, you can export them for reporting purposes, and have the full visibility that you were missing from since the products were, built. Anything else? Yes.
Yeah, so this is something what we wanted to do, but we couldn't finish it in 24 hours. This is like kind of revocation of access to the applications, but we are planning to deliver in the nearest future.
We will do it, don't worry. And there's one more thing. This summit is all about presence. Yesterday, all our server customers received their free cloud license. And we thought it would be a good idea, actually, to give something more on top of that. Yes, you can download the solution which we made in the last 24 hours and try it out yourselves. Just go on to tinyurl.com/license-usage, download the solution, and try it out. Yeah. And before I go, I would like to make an appeal. Vote for us, because we are making the life of Atlassian administrators easier day by day. And let me give you another compelling reason to vote for us. We actually shipped it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, folks.
Wow, they brought the heat there at the end, didn't they? They just stuck it in. I love it. Love it. Unleashed indeed. Okay, it's business time, and it's time to vote. There's a URL on the screen, but while you go to that URL, why don't we get the teams out just as a bit of a refresher, all right?
Come on,
here they come. Who have we got here? We've got the portals.
/vote, one vote only.
Come on down. Here they are. Here are the Daft Punks. All around the world.
And the R team.
And then direct from Poland, here they are, the Krakens.
Give it up for all our teams.
Great job, great job.
Get those mobiles out, laptops, whatever you need. We'll test the conference Wi-Fi a little bit more, and we'll also test the ShipIt instance here. Make sure that it holds up to all the votes that you're going to be casting.
TikTok, dramatic music.
Choose wisely, you get one vote. Only one vote. Choose the best project that you liked, the one you want to win.
They're so nervous, you can see, aren't you? Really, really nervous.
You are a little nervous. And just a little bit of housekeeping information while you all are casting your votes. In the true spirit of innovation, we're actually going to change things up next year. We want to get you all more involved in these kind of events. But stay tuned for more details as we have that information.
And right after this, you can all head to Reef B and C for the Diversity and Belonging in Tech Happy Hour. Okay, party's just getting started. Happy Hour in Reef B and C. And then also a reminder, who's going to Bash later on? Yeah? Anyone up for that? Yeah? Just a little party, you know, should be fun. Just remember to bring your badge and your ID, okay? Rules are rules, and you need to have your ID in this country.
You will not be let in without your ID and your badge, so don't forget those. All right, let's recognize the teams one more time while you continue your voting. So we've got the portals. Yeah.
Daft Punk's in the house.
And the R team.
And the Krakens unleashed.
All right, let's pull up the voting and we'll see where we're at.
How are we going there? 832.
832.
Okay. Couldn't get any more
Still
than
increasing. We're going to get to 1,000. A little slow to get to 1,000. We might have to cut it off before that. All right, get your votes in. We'll wait for this to slow down just a little bit. 850, all right.
I think we're going to have
Still
to lock it
going?
up soon. We've got parties to go to.
All right, anybody still voting? Last chance.
There's always one, usually at the back. No? Okay. We're calling it, Jeff, I think. Gonna lock it?
Yeah, I think we need to lock it.
Okay.
All right, get your votes in. You've got 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lock voting. No more voting. Phones down.
Okay. Let's do this. This is going to be for third place, and at Atlassian we do a typical drum roll. So can we get a drum roll in the house? Oh, come on. It's Vegas. Style it up a bit, not too much. All right. For third place, Ship It Live 2019 is...
The Daft Punks.
Well, hey!
Yeah. All right, Daft Punks.
They did get
Congrats.
lucky.
Congrats. There you go. Yeah. All right, let's get another big drum roll. Second place for what event are we at? Ship It Live 2019 is Portals.
Portals. Here we go. Oh. Sorry. Congrats. Congrats. Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, Pete, count us down for first place.
Ooh, my favorite. All right, everyone. This is it. This is what we came for, okay? Who's going to take this puppy home? Drum roll, please. The winner of Ship It Live 2K19 is...
The Kraken!
Oh, my! There we go.
Congrats.
Outstanding. It's called Ship It for a reason, and they did ship it, indeed. Look at that.
Let's have a big round of applause for all of our teams. They did a great job. All that work in 24 hours.
Just slightly happy about it, you know. Yeah. Alrighty, alrighty. That's pretty much it from us tonight. I've put the clicker in my pocket. Bash is coming up. We've been talking about this a lot. It's finally here, everyone. 7 o'clock at the Mandalay Bay pool. You know, that fake pool that's out there. It's awesome. Get involved, but again, we don't want anyone rejected, okay? Bring your badge, yeah, the lanyard thing, and your ID, okay, to get in. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.